Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Dr. Bhawani Shankaradhikari. Today he has come with a story. The title of the story is The Wish. It is written by Roald Dahl. The Wish is a story about child psychology written by Roald Dahl. It is about a young boy's fantasy in which his carpet is alive with snakes and fire. The writer uses the character of a curiously imaginative young boy to reveal the delicacy of childhood innocence. The story goes inside the mind of a young child to explore his imagination. It is about a boy's frightening event in his childhood. The boy became aware of the scab of an old cut on his kneecap, and he took it out with the help of the fingernail. He picked off the scab, put it on his thigh, and flipped it with a finger, and it flew away and landed on the edge of the carpet. Then he realized that it was a mysteriously frightening one. He thought that the red parts of the carpet are red hot lumps of coal. He took it as fire, and the black color was taken as the poisonous snakes. It was the same carpet that he had played on and walked, but now he felt that it was dangerous for him. He decided to go across it, but he had to walk only on the yellow color, which was safe in his thought. He thought that if he tossed the red color carpet, he would be burned to death, and if he tossed the black color carpet, he would be beaten him to death by the snakes. The carpet was red and black in color more than yellow color, so it was difficult for him to be safe while walking. It was his thought. He had to struggle more to walk only through the yellow colored carpet. He thought that if he crossed the carpet without being burned and without being bitten, he would be given a puppy for his birthday the next day. He observed the entire carpet from the stair, and he started to walk through the yellow colored carpet. The yellow was a bit thin in places, and there were one or two wide gaps. He was more afraid of snakes than fire or black colored carpet was or black colored carpet than red colored carpet. He was afraid more with the snakes than the fire. He tried his best to walk through the yellow colored carpet and was more curious than ever before. He reached the middle of the carpet and got in a difficult position to move ahead. He was balancing his body and was going ahead step by step. He found the most dangerous mixture of black and red color. He waves his hands in the mid windmill fashion to balance his body. He was breathless and he would possibly fall off. The fear of not getting a puppy compelled him to go on. He was in the middle and could not turn back, and he could not jump up sideways either because it was too far, and he was in panic. He felt sudden sickening panic in his chest, and he was nervous, but he tried his best to go ahead. He thought that he was touching the black, and the snake stared as though sensing his nearness, and raised his head and gazed at the foot with bright, beady eyes, and watching to see if it was going to touch. Then he said that he was not touching and the snake must not bite him, but he saw more snakes with more eyes gazing at him. The child went high up on his toes and stayed there, frozen stiff with terror. The next step was a nearly long one, and he saw the curly rivers of snakes. Then he tried to jump, but he fell off. His attempt to try to get back and move ahead and to jump sideways became useless. He had a piercing cry and fell off into the middle of the great, glistening and shining mass of the black carpet. He was unconscious, but his mother was searching for him outside in the sun. The story has displayed that the children are sensitive and they are to be dealt with well and properly. They need to be taken care of well, and they may develop any kind of thoughts, and they must be given proper and right types of information on time. This is how this writer has exactly brought the child psychology. The wish is the wish of the child. It was a boy without giving any name. The boy is not given the name. It means it covers all the children, not only that boy, not only that British boy, white boy. And one day that child was there. He had a scab, a cord in his kneecap. He took it. He wanted to take it out at any rate, even if it will hurt him. So he tried with his fingernails, and the scab came out, and he put it on the thigh. He flipped it, threw it, it flew, and then landed on the edge of the carpet. And he suddenly realized that the carpet where he was walking, where he was playing for many days, for many months and weeks, right, and years, right, for a few years, he realized it was yellow color, and then dark color, and then black color, and the red color. Now he thought that red color was fire, and then black color was snake, and then yellow color was safety zone. So he climbed off on the stairs. He observed whole carpet, and now he decided to go across that carpet. His mother was outside searching him in the sun. He was alone inside, and he thought that if he crossed the carpet without being bitten by the snakes and without being burnt by the fire, he would get puppy in his birthday next day. So he wanted to cross it. Now he started a journey to cross it from the yellow color part of the carpet. But yellow color had a very many gaps. And he had to struggle. And he went on trying his best. And whenever there was black color, and he was more afraid, more nervous, because he was more afraid with the snakes. Generally, children are afraid with the snakes. And generally, children are afraid with the fires too when it gets burned. But children are more afraid, scared with the snakes than the fire, because fire is played, always used at home, and snakes are not seen. They are invisible. They are outside. And then generally they get the information from the parents that snakes are dangerous. They bite and they kill us, right? So the child thought that the snake he reached was rivers of snakes. There were rivers of snakes, large colors of black color. And then he reached in the middle of the carpet, and he could not come back. He could not go in the sideways to jump, and then he could not go ahead also. He was in a difficult situation. He was in hard position, and then he was standing with the help of the tools, and at last he tried to go ahead, but he fell off and he fell down. He had a cry, a panic cry. He had a pain in his chest. He was crying and mourning, and he fell down. And when he fell, and he thought that he fell in the middle of the bright, shining this snakes in the river of the snakes, and it was his condition. His tragic situation was this sort of condition. His mother was outside, and the story shows that children are very sensitive. Their psychology is very different, and the parents, grown-up people, must deal with them properly. They must help them. They must give right information. They must not give wrong information. Fear should not go in their mind. If the fear is put in their mind, they are afraid, they are scared of all the things. This is how the writer has brought the child psychology, how children feel the same thing in a different position, because the same carpet of different colors, of three different colors, the child took in three different forms: black color as snakes, white and red color as fire, and yellow color only safe zone. So the mystery of the child psychology is mysterious, and it is difficult to know, and parents have to become quite conscious to deal about the children psychologically. And if we make mistake to dealing with them, there would be the problem in the child psychology. Perhaps that child became the victim of his own fear, of his own psychological fear, terror, horror that it developed in his mind It was not necessary to be developed, but he developed it. So it happens to the children, and parents are to be conscious about it. They need to know about child psychology and should not put any wrong information, negative thoughts, negative beliefs, negative ideas in the children. And then only children can have positive thoughts and positive beliefs, and then they can go ahead. Otherwise, they become the victim of the fear that generally parents and others create. It is all about this.